What is up, guys? Your boy Kagi, back at it again with a new video. And today's video we're bringing Jamie, the founder of Vulcan Verse. Vulcan Verse is an MMORPG open world in which you can own your land, and there's a bunch of things to do here, and that's what we're gonna find out. What can you do in Vulcan Verse? What is the idea behind Vulcan Verse? And of course, get to know Jamie so that getting to know the founder is always a good thing because it gives you conviction into going into a project. It gives you more confidence. So that's what I like. I like to find out who are the founders always and what is their purpose in life and in the game and their vision. So that's what we're going to do here. So Jamie, welcome, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here, man.
Pleasure's all mine. Before we start, I want to apologize to the community because they sent me a microphone for my birthday because my microphone is so crap and they ran out of batteries. So I'm back on the webcam microphone, guys, but you'll forgive me, and it's lovely to speak to you at last on this interview. I've got to say that Kagjan came in like out the blue, just stormed into Vulcanverse and said, "What's up, community? I'm into NFTs, I'm into gaming, what's this all about?" And he stuck around, and we appreciate it. So nice to meet your community, and yeah.
Yeah, for sure, man. I wish I could be part more of the community. I'm always like this guy that comes in and out, and in many communities. I know some communities don't like that because I come out of nowhere, like, oh, now comes this guy, like out of nowhere. But I just can't invest so much time in every community. But I know the Vulcanverse community for a fact, because when I started learning about the project, it was very welcoming, very, very welcoming. They support every single creator. In Vulcanverse, they support people that put art, people that have ideas, everything, absolutely everything. That's one of the things that stuck the most to me. How strong that community is. This community, I could compare it to the Axie community in terms of how strong they are. In the Axie community, you put an artwork, like 100 likes. Vulcanverse, same thing. It's not about like, oh, I like or I don't like the art. No, it's like, yo, he did something for Vulcanverse, that goes, right? So I like that. I like that because, that's how you build a community. You support each other, and that's a strong community. So I really like that from Vulcanverse. Now, let's start with you, man. Where are you from? How long have you been in the crypto world, and what got you into the NFT world, and then ultimately creating a game? Are you a gamer or a developer from before? Tell me your story.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, I'm not actually a massive gamer. I mean, I got into blockchain about 3 years ago, and I've got some arty friends, and I've got some friends who are into fantasy and all that kind of stuff. So we set up a digital art site called Very Arty, which was digital art NFTs. And it basically snowballed from there. It was just like all these other parties were using our NFT engine to make their own little games. And so that gave us a bit more money to make our own little games. And then it kind of snowballed as the fact that we were just making these quite big games in the end. So we thought, well, why don't we go for the holy grail, the metaverse? And we kind of took the metaverse idea, but put it on a real MMO kind of out of the browser, sort of Unity engine, gaming graphics, that kind of stuff. And you talk about our community, the reason they're so strong and I guess loyal is because they were with us when we had about 10 people. We were just making, really crappy digital art NFTs and putting it out there, and no one knew NFTs much then. And we were going, we were buying off each other, just like your mates buying stuff off at the pub. So they've seen this grow into how big things are now. And so I guess, my background's a bit of computing here and some blockchain dev here, but now it's all about Vulcan, all about supporting games, Vulcanverse, the community. And you're right, you can't have a virtual world without listening to the community. I mean, I don't get it, because they're the people living in your world. You're not North Korea on chain. You know what I mean?
Jesus, man. You got the right idea. Yeah. You have to listen to the community. I mean, they don't have necessarily the ultimate say. I also don't agree with that because sometimes you create a game. It's kind of your baby. You have the vision, and then you're bringing people into your vision. So there has to be a balance between what your vision is and what the community wants to shift the vision to. So I totally agree with, developers sometimes saying, no, 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 we're going to do it this way. And then later on, you guys can, take a little bit more control, like progressive, kind of like letting go of your baby little by little as the community grows. That's okay. That's totally fine. What I don't like is that, from the beginning, it's like, nah, your opinion doesn't matter, right? There are some projects out there like that. I think ultimately they will fail if they keep, that kind of like mentality, because that's corporate old school mentality. So yeah, I really like what Vulcanverse is doing. Now let me ask you something. Let's start with the game. At what stage of the game are we on right now? I know we're in alpha. There's four, for the people that don't know, there's 4 quadrants. There's 4 quadrants in the map, 10,000 lands. I own like 3 or 4 lands. So you started doing alpha for each quadrant, so we could take a look at the quadrants. We are in the last quadrant. We're in alpha. What's the next stage right now? Like after this, what do we do after this?
Yeah, so just to sort of add to what you're saying, so those that don't know Vulcanverse, which surely everyone knows about it by now, but if not, each quadrant's a different kind of geolocation. You've got the underworld of Hades, you've got the grasslands of Arcadia, the sands of Notus. And so what we've been doing is we've been releasing, we saw that it's a big land, it's 3 by 3 kilometers. So, it's a big old place. So we've been releasing the grasslands and the desert. And each time we release an alpha, we say, okay, that looks crap, that doesn't work. The community don't like it. And, a lot of people might say, okay, you should wait until the product's finished and put it out. But for us, we just, people know where we're coming from. We started as a very small business, and now we've got 30 people working here, and probably about 50 altogether around the globe. So we don't mind sharing it. And if someone doesn't like something, you say, okay, we'll take that out. That house is a bit crappy. That grass is a bit too luminous green. So that's what we've been doing. So we're right now, tomorrow actually, we're launching Boreas, which is the mountains, the snow. And that's our last sort of alpha release. And after that, we're just going to go full beta. We're going to put the whole land out and let people go wild, explore, fight, forage, build, all the stuff they can do already. And then that will be our last kind of checklist of saying, okay, these are the critical things that need to change. And then we just go for it. And the advantage of it being like each land is different levels, like you can level up to get different tools, different creatures, is that we've got a bit of breathing space. So everyone starts at level 1 in the whole land. So if something's not really working, we've got a bit of a cool down period to get things ready for the level 2. So yeah, that's where we're at now. Snow tomorrow and better in May.
Absolutely. I'm going to play the snow. I did not play the other one, which is, I think it was Hades.
Hades, yeah.
Hades. I did not play that one, but I really did like the dark kind of like look into it. Now, some people might argue, some other people that have seen the gameplay, oh, this looks like crap, 1990 game. I always tell them, look, we are in alpha. That's what it's all about. You're not supposed to have a polished game. Have you ever seen Call of Duty in alpha tests or any other big games? It's the same crap. You think they have all the texture, all the other things working, plus they have 100+ people working. So, like, it's crazy how people want to compare something like this to like a AAA fucking $500 million, like
yeah. I hear you, and the trouble is, the reason for that is because we're bridging the gap between like proper gaming, like say like Call of Duty and blockchain world. I mean, you've got Decentraland, Sandbox. They're basically saying, okay, we're going to be honest. Is it going to be low pixel, voxel graphics? There's nothing special. It's all about ownership. Now we're moving into the other side of it, like into the gaming arena, where like. And then people start thinking, well, hang on, is this like World of Warcraft and Call of Duty? And if that's the case, why aren't the graphics that good? So that's probably a bit of a, because we're straddling the blockchain, everything's on the chain, and we want to go into that AAA graphics world. We can't get them both, 100%, because we're talking tens and tens of thousands of people in a multiplayer server with stuff being stored on chain. So we've got a polygon count we have to fit to, even though we're a standalone app. But you're right. I mean, we started as 2, we've gone up to 20, now we're 30. Every day we're improving. So, whatever. I mean, we're happy, the community's happy, the game's fun, the idea's there, and it'll only get better. I mean, I'm not saying it'll be Call of Duty by tomorrow, but I'm saying it'll be World of Warcraft by next week.
Yeah, man. Look, I, 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 I think that is courageous for when a team decides to put a product out for the community to build with them, because there's nothing that people can tell you that will affect you anymore. Literally nothing. But a bad thing is when you build for so long, then you release, then you get all this kind of hate for something that is wrong. Oh my God,
But you can't change it after that. You can't change because you put it all out there. At least now we can move with what we're hearing.
Yeah. You're like water. Okay, this doesn't work. Just kind of like flow, and I like that. And I'm very excited to see how this game turns out in the next. I look at things in terms of 2-3 years. These people looking at like 1 month, 2 months. Oh my God, where's the game? Where's this? Blah blah blah. You gotta look at things over the long term, especially if you're putting money into it. Why the hell do you want something now? Like, you want the best product possible because you are putting money into it. So stop pressuring for things to be now and let put pressure if you see that the team is not active. But if there's a team that is active as hell on Discord, is Vulcanverse. It's one of the most active teams, and people can reach you guys, which is insane. That's the way it should be, reachable. Like, oh, you talk, and then you got Jamie right there all the time. Hey, what's up, guys? Blah 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 blah. Right. So I really like that. I really like that, man. Now, talk to me about the PYR token. What does it do? How does it connect to the lands and to the Vulcanites too? Because if you guys don't know what Vulcanites are, they're like your pets that you get to fight against other people, against the environment. They can search for loot within the environment as well. They can go search other people's land, like if you're trying to like spy or something like that. There's many things.
Good, impressive. You've been doing the research.
Hey man, what's up, man? What's up? So yeah, tell me about that.
I mean, PYR, it's peer. It's like ancient Greek of fire. So pyro, pyromaniac. They would say peer, we'd say pyre, whatever, PYR. That's our token. Like mana is the central land, PYR is the Vulcanverse. We're making a switch from to remove to Polygon. We left another blockchain and moved to Polygon, and PYR is our token on that. It's doing well. It's number 14 of all the gaming tokens. We just broke 200 million market cap, diluted. But we've never been about the whole pumpy dumpy crypto stuff. We're just making games. And from the 10th, you'll need PYR to buy stuff, trade stuff, stake. We've got the biggest reward pool we've got $20 million reward pool starting when we're staking. We've just gone all out on that. If you level your land up to 2, you get PYR back every month. So the more PYR you stake in the land, you get it back. It just funds our entire economy. We've got 10 games on Vulcan Forge. Anyway, I don't want this to sound like some sort of crypto shield. It's not. We're game makers first and foremost, and just happens that PYR is our token, and we need it. So yeah, Uniswap, quick swap, get your peer.
Wait, so you can get it in Uniswap and in QuickSwap. So,
yeah.
So you got ERC20 on the mainnet, and also on what's it called? On Polygon. Matic Polygon. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. By the way, guys, I have some videos on that. Maybe I should do another one and teach people how to actually bridge into Matic and get the token. That should
be work. It's hard. If you've never done it before, it's like you need some tutorials on it, because I think a lot of tokens are switching to Polygon layer as well lately. I think Mana are doing it as well.
Yeah. Once you do it like the first time, it should be easy. You just bridge ETH through the bridge, then go to QuickSwap, then bam. But yeah, I'll probably do very, very soon. I'll do a tutorial on that so people get to know how to do that. Because for me, it's all about like teaching people. Some people want the easy way. Like, I'm really against the easy way. I think like the people that say, oh yeah, we should bring like the old school type of thing so people can onboard quick. Like, no, make it easy within the new world, but not easy like let's do it like before, like email, password. No, get your wallet, learn how to use a wallet, and I'll do the tutorials. The UI should get better over time, and make it easy, but within the crypto world, not bring the old school thing. So yeah. Anyways, a little bit out of the
No, no, I
conversation.
hear you. I mean, blockchain gaming is here to stay. I mean, I still think, even though NFTs are big this year, I think there's going to be a bubble's going to be burst because of all these mainstream people, jumping on for the quick buck, and they're going to dilute the digital art NFT market for a bit. And then I think the ones with utility and games are the ones that are going to stay. And I'll be very surprised if there's a game without NFTs in a few years. I mean, just owning your own land, asset, whatever, Vulcanite, Axie, whatever you want, that's the future. And I still think I look at our graphics, our game, I look at Axie, I look at Decentraland, I look at them all. We're all first movers, and and it's the beginning. This is it, and we're
This
just
is
glad to
it.
be here.
This is it. Now, a technical question that I'm very, very, very not concerned. I want to know. So when you're building on the land,
Yeah.
in Vulcanverse, you're terramorphing, you're changing your land. Is that gonna be real time with other players as well? Like my neighbor is gonna be
Yeah.
doing. That's insane, dude. How?
Yeah,
But
that's
how?
what people are doing. Because everything's on, like, it's like a multiplayer server, like World of Warcraft. You can see what, I mean, people are building. You can watch someone build like a bridge right in front of you, and as soon as they click save, it goes on chain.
That's
That's what I was going
crazy.
to say before. I mean, for us, graphics. When people complain about the graphics, blah blah blah. For me, it's just noise because what our engine, like the terraforming, the networking, the blockchain, that's the stuff that's taken so long and so much money to get right. And it's, you come in and you can say, oh, that grass or that tree, whatever. We can just switch the tree. We can switch the grass.
Hmm.
That's actually the least of our concerns. Having the engine we've got now there hasn't been a builder like that we've made before. And that's where all the money and work has gone into. So yeah, I mean, you can literally walk around and see someone sculpting a warrior out of sand right next to you while you're fighting with your Medusa and the Minotaur in someone's cavern that they've dug down and made. And the fact it's on blockchain and can't be deleted and you own it, it's just mad. I mean, we don't even know where it's going to go because
It's crazy, man.
no, and we've got these. Everyone can create their own quests and their stories and their rivalries, and you've got an economy, and you can play to earn. And I mean, you can't, like, with some projects they go, we're going to achieve this with our token. That's it. You know the end result. With virtual worlds, you don't know.
You
It's
don't
kind
know.
of, you don't know. You don't know. So it's exciting because people are getting real rivalries between the underworld and the
Yeah.
Arcadia and trading. I want to go this route, and some people are thinking of sowing people's seeds. They're farming NFTs and renting that ability out. And I don't know, man. It's really exciting. So it's hard work, but it's a great experience for all of us here.
Yeah. Okay. Let's jump into a new area that you guys opened, but it's not an area it's like a pre-built area, right? That the team has done. You need certain tokens, I believe, to get into it, but there
Level
is
7 gods. Yeah.
level 7 gods. And if you can explain to us a little bit about the gods and how that new area kind of connects to the gods. Yeah.
Sure, sure, yeah. I mean, with the gods, this whole thing is Greco-Roman mythology, so we've got access to all these amazing stories and gods of, Zeus, Aphrodite, Kronos, and their titans, the Olympians. So we've got 24 gods. You get them at baby stage, and you feed them the PYR, and that nurtures them up the levels. The higher level they are, the more powers you get. Some allow you to walk on water, or like you get more PYR back in staking, or you can fly, blah blah blah. If you get to level 7 of one of these gods, you can access one of these other worlds that we've made. Now, if you Google or YouTube Elysium, we made Elysium. These are like other worlds connected to Vulcanverse. Now, these look beautiful because not being rude to the community, but we can make them. You know what I mean? We just have this land and we can just make it however we want. We can put rolling flowers and castles, and you go up there, and now that's the place to forage the most valuable NFTs you can find, like scroll fragments that make up a level 7 Vulcanite. Like if you want a dragon, you're going to have to find a fragment up in Elysium. and now we've got a new one being released
That's
next
sick,
week.
dude. That's sick. That's sick. Yeah, yeah, because it gives you
Yeah,
a purpose to grow your thing, like, and you're grinding for that. I like it. I like it. Yeah, keep going. My bad.
you grind it. I mean, people have got to sample the Typhon from Hades is going to be the first dragon, level 7. And there's 8 bits you've got to find to summon him. So you need 6 parts of a spell, a dragon tooth, dragon blood. And you forage this stuff as NFTs, so you can sell them and trade them. And then you take them to the Thanatos in Hades, and you burn these spells. And that's the only way you can summon these Vulcanites. So, you're going to have to get to Elysium in order to get some of this really high level items and NFTs. And it's all about the grinding. I mean, we're introducing things called portals where you don't need to own land. You can pay someone to use their land as an entrance, and then you can rent a Vulcanite. You can go for a search, you can find a little NFT, sell it, get some PYR, buy land, keep going, play a game of Berserk, get more lava, blah, blah, blah. So the idea is you can work your way up to New Olympus, as the author says it. And yeah, so there's lots of other worlds. You've got Tartarus, which is like the Hades underworld. We're connecting to Hades, which is another world if you have a level 7 Titan. So, because 10,000 plots is quite small, really. I mean, so we want to open up for hundreds of thousands of players. So yeah, that's where the other worlds come in.
Okay. And something that I forgot to mention at the beginning of this video is that this game is backed up by books, like the actual lore.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that, because I think you guys are the only game right now that actually has that idea. Like, like you can read the book. It's almost like okay, I'm reading Game of Thrones and then playing Game of Thrones. Like that's the idea behind this. You're reading the books and then you're playing the game, and you're more invested into the game with the story behind it. That's super cool, and I never actually been part of a game like that. So,
I mean, we were lucky with that because I mean, with the authors we've got did the Fighting Fantasy series, all these sort of choose your adventure books back in the day, like really big authors, and they were going to make a game with us anyway called Way of the Tiger, which is like ninjas on Middle Earth. And then they saw Vulcanverse and thought, well, hang on a second, you're doing Vulcanverse, we want to make a blockchain game, let's combine. So we've got these incredible authors writing. Not only are they writing these game books, which are being released next month, actually, in 4 countries, they write all the lore for the Vulcanites, their names, their quotes, their history, the land history, the quadrant history, the map you've got. So we've been handed this incredible story and lore and background and the fighting between the Titans, the Olympians. So, we could have done that on our own. We could have just made another metaverse with better graphics, and you can put a car in a desert, blah blah. But this time, it's got to fit the lore. So even though we're allowing users to make third-party assets, for quadrants, they have to fit the land, fit the lore, fit the level. We can't just have random stuff, all over the place. It's got to fit the books. And I think Cointelegraph did a release about the fantasy books recently. So yeah, do have a look at that. But we're lucky to have them because we all have our different skill sets, and lore and writing isn't one of mine. So we're lucky to have the others.
Absolutely, man. But I want to read the books. I'm gonna buy it. Where can we buy it? Am I gonna be able to order it?
Yeah. You can buy it in Germany, Italy, France, England, and Canada now. They've got a pub. You're not from Canada, are you?
No. I'm from.
You're from America.
I'm in America, but I'm Dominican. I'm from the Caribbean.
Oh, okay. I got so excited saying Canada, and then I can see by your face. No, he's not Canadian.
No.
But yeah, you can get them online and in the bookstores and all that stuff. But we did an interview, myself and the author, with eGamers a couple of days ago. So anyone can have a Google of that to hear about the lore. But yeah, it helps a lot.
Now let's get into we're approaching the end. I don't want to take too much of your time. So let me ask you something. Are you guys open to investments from like a big AAA, like, we'll drop like 5 mil, 10 mil, 20 mil into your game? Are you guys open to that?
No, my friend. We don't do it. We're not going to put big billboards of companies. We're in discussions with a big game company right now. And the only sticking point is how much of an influence they want of it and how much they want to take of it. And I don't know. We've got enough funding, we've got enough community. We're happy. We're good. We don't want to lose our baby like this, And
I
so
understand.
I don't think so. I mean, we came. Community came from a few people, from nothing. So we're happy where we are. But I don't never say never. But there's going to be no Starbucks in the underworld of Hades. We can say that much.
Yeah, yeah, I feel what you're saying. That's why I asked. That's why I asked, because I see both perspectives. Look, sometimes you have to sacrifice a little bit of the like, of this community that is very raw, like from the beginning. And sometimes you sacrifice a little bit of that to bring the game to the level that you wanted to bring it to the world. And like you said, you have to see what are you giving away. How much control do they want? Is it gonna affect the community? Is the community gonna be happy, not happy? But at the end of the day, if you are in the community right now, and you own assets in the community, that 100% is beneficial. That's for sure. But you might lose some control, like you said, and I totally agree. But I'm for both. I'm for like a community that is, that is very like pure. But also, if I see also the corporation side where that can help. But we'll see.
Oh,
We'll
we're
see.
open to partnerships, and we're happy to partner with anyone, left, right, and centre, as long as it's a partnership, not like you're giving up ownership of the thing. And
Yeah.
but we'll see. I mean, we'll see where this goes. And right now, we're still building. So
Yeah, you're chilling. You're chilling. You're chilling. Yeah, you're chilling, hey, bro. Let me see. What else? What else? Let me see if I had another question. Yeah, you guys are on VChain, right? Is there?
Polygon.
Oh, the whole thing now.
Okay, our NFTs are on VeChain, our tokens on Polygon. Yeah.
Yeah, but the NFTs, are you ever gonna change from VChain, or is it something that you guys are looking to? Like, is that something?
It's a really hard chain to build on. I can't deny it. But all our tech's there, and all our NFTs are there. And just if I said now we're going to move to Polygon, all our NFTs, the community might freak out a little bit. Our tech team might freak out a little bit. So right now we're happy where things are. It's stable. Everything's running. It's fine. So we're just going to leave it as is right now. Never say never, of course, but yeah, we'll go
Where you
where
need
we
to
get the
go.
most support.
Where you
Yeah.
need to go. Look, I'm all for that. I'm all for that. This idea of this maximalism, like, and the people that say, "Oh no, if they move, I'm not supporting." What do you mean if they move, you're not supporting? Like,
I know, I
are
know.
you in here for the game, or are you in here for your bags of, like, come on now, like
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm all for the games moving to where they need to move to make shit happen.
Yes. Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm at, and I've been very critical about other games where I'm like, dude, not working here. Let's move on. Let's move on because we want the game to get some traction. But I understand sometimes developers can be scared of their own community, as they should be to a certain extent. But at the same time, I'm all for doing what you got to do to achieve the end goal, right? So just know that you always have my support, whatever you do. VChain, no VChain, I don't care. Anyways, hey, bro, I think we kind of covered most of it here.
Yes. Yeah.
We will have an intro. Yeah, go ahead.
I've got I think Buffalo. Buffalo from NFT Live. I did an interview with him a few weeks ago. I think he said that we were on his channel on Friday or something. Is that the Lad City thing? Is that
Yeah,
what it is?
the thing is that I have a partnership with Lad City. Now I have a show
Yeah.
within Lad City, which is called NFT Arcade, which is a gaming show. It's a 1
That's
hour
it.
show. I'll bring you in for 10, 15, 20 minutes, kind of the same thing here, a little bit more loose, like whatever. We'll talk
Yeah.
with the community. The community will come in live, and he directs my show. So he's behind the scenes, kind of like doing the cuts and transitions and all of that. So Buffalo, great guy.
Got it.
He has a lot of land. He wants something to happen there. He wants to give the land to like the Lad City community so they can build on the land and kind of have this, because he wants to have a little world in many metaverses, right? so that
Yeah, yeah.
there's like content 24/7 going around like any game, right? Decentraland, Sandbox, Vulcanverse, right? That's his idea. So it's kind of a good idea. I really like it.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, man, thank you
Nice one.
for
All right.
coming. Where can people find you? Twitter, Discord, of course.
Yeah, Twitter, Discord.gg, Vulcanverse, Twitter, Vulcanverse, Vulcan Forge. In fact, if you don't like metaverses and you want Hearthstone games, you've got Berserk, we've got $100,000 reward pool coming up. Just Google us, you'll find us, and anyone's welcome to
Absolutely.
come say hi.
I'm going to leave all the links down below, guys. Everything, the Twitter, the Discord, Vulcan Forge, which is we didn't go too much into that, but basically there's a bunch of other applications that kind of connect with each other. So if you have a Vulcanite in Vulcanverse, you can bring it into another like chess style kind of game and then play the
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
So the idea is to have a whole entire world where you can do different things within Vulcan Forge. But I didn't want to go too deep into that, but I think people will find little by little, they'll find their way. Anyways, bro, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it so much, for real, for your time. And
Appreciate you too, man.
hell yeah.
Thanks a lot. See you Friday.